What's up, everybody? This is your Daily Motivational Huddle. So we've been discussing so far after yesterday's episode and throughout this week, we're talking about you are what you eat and how you feed the mind and how that's important and how you feed the mind. So I wrote this out. The mind is a muscle. This must be exercised daily. You must be constantly improving the way your mind works. You have to adjust your thought process. You have to learn how to arrive to an answer. Then when encounter a similar question, we execute in the same manner. Reading is a part of the exercising. Self-improvement reading must be done daily. And there's certain books that we all have to, that I recommend that we all read in doing that. Things of searching and looking for something that will make the impact to you. But what I ask you is this, is find somebody that has reached a level of success that you want, a success that you're looking for, a success that you deem as a success, because we all have different definitions of what we want to say is success. And read that person's material, that book, because more than likely the person that you're searching for is somebody that has written a book. Sometimes people will look at, for instance, in today's day and age, Steve Jobs, they want to read his book and understand as far as where he came from and how he became a success. Success leaves clues, and you will find those materials throughout many different things, but really in your reading, that's where you're going to find a lot of different clues as far as when it comes to success. Some of the books that I have read that have made a big impact on me, that I have not only read once but have read multiple times since. The one is Relentless by Tim Grover, who I have done two of his mastermind type courses. Phenomenal book, highly recommended. Either you're going to love it or you're going to hate it. It depends on how you process information and how you, the level of honesty that you really want to know what you need to do in order to succeed. The other one is The Secret by Rhonda Byrne. That's a huge one. There's actually also a movie. It was on Netflix. I don't know if it still is on Netflix, but that's a phenomenal book, and understanding the power of the mind and your thoughts and the impact that your thoughts really make. How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. That's a huge one. Great read. Something that I like to review at least on a yearly basis and reread that book. That's a phenomenal book. Shoe Dog by Phil Knight. That is a unbelievable book. It's a memoir about the beginning times of what Nike was, or Blue Ribbon. You have to read the book to understand it, and then how he was able to spin that off, and obviously right before he went public. It's a phenomenal book, and understanding how they were on the brink of collapse many different times, and a lot of things outside of his control, which is perfect reading material for now in today's time. Can't Hurt Me by David Goggins, phenomenal book. It just talks about mental toughness, when you're going through physical pain, and how we actually can continue to push forward. Great book. And of course, personally, the Bible. I know a lot of people, you may not believe, or whatever the case is, and I know people that don't believe that have read that book, cover to cover, and have said phenomenal things about the lessons that are inside that book, and how you can adapt to a lot of different things mentally, and being able to exercise that mind and the willingness and the sacrifice that's in that book, that you could really learn a lot of different things, whether you're a believer or not. You don't have to be a believer to read the Bible. And those are the 6 books that really made a huge impact on me, that have made my makeup, and something that I constantly go back to and will reread, every year, and understanding as far as where I'm at, and understanding, you may pick up on something that you didn't pick up on before. So find different things that make that impact for me. And I read all the time. There's many different books that I've read. It's a habit that I haven't really, that I didn't start picking up until a couple years ago. So it's definitely something that I highly recommend. There's obviously authors out there, leadership books, John Maxwell. I go back and I actually love to read things about football coaches because from what I do and the teams that I lead, it's important that I organize myself a lot like a football coach. It really does, and so I'll go back. I'll read Lombardi. Tom Coughlin wrote a great book too. Nick Saban wrote a great book when he was at LSU. So there's different ones. I mean, there's many that I've read, and it's a good idea. So you find where you want to be and who you want to learn from, and learn from that success that they had, because there's things that you can use and adapt as far as into your life. So reading is important. You have to exercise the muscle, which is the mind, so that way you can be a better version of yourself. So let's have a great day today. Let's go out there and let's make it happen, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.